But we are in Metalopolis here. Let's see what positions we spawn. I would love to see cross positions. And no, we have close air positions. Up here at the 12 o'clock-ish position, we have Mr. Whoopassjoe, the pretty pink Zerg. And his opponent here, underneath him, again, close air positions, is the red Protoss. We have xEONx, who I just lovingly call Eon.
Those drones look like ribbons.
They look like ribbons, and considering they're pink, maybe they support breast cancer or the fight against breast cancer.
They look like the kind of ribbons that would go on a hug box.
As in, they would eat your face when you open the box, like those
Yes.
face huggers from
Like
Half-Life.
they're pink and they look like ribbons, but then they spit acid in your face.
You're like, oh, what a cute little floaty thing, and then it like literally eats your face after it liquefies it with acid. I hope that never happens to me. I mean, I hope the apocalypse comes someday, because it would be cool, especially if there were zombies. I think an apocalypse would be great. Yeah, I think it would test the mettle of humanity. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Live in a commune in the trees, like Kelethin in EverQuest. I hope someone gets that reference, and it'd be hilarious. But I just hope there's no face huggers. Just hope there's no face huggers from Half-Life. Question from Rugged Shrimp in the chat. What is the APM of these guys? Wow, that is a lot more than I thought it was going to be. We have 272 APM, right? Average APM for our Zerg.
Oh my god,
and
so
100
much spam!
And 144 for Eon.
So much spamming.
That is huge for Bronze Silver, though. That is, I think I had 19 APM in Bronze and Silver when I was in Bronze Silver.
Yeah, but I have, at this stage in the game, my APM is like 60, because you're like, BE click, shift right click.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's all you have to do.
the justification a lot of the times is that, you know, you're getting your fingers warm and everything, but after just finishing a game and everything, you know what? I guess it's just habit. It's just habit. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. As long as you're actually doing what you need to do and you're not focusing on spam.
Yeah, but that's the problem, is that, you know, I've coached a lot of people, and about 90% of them spam, and I see them miss probes a lot. Like, they sit there with like 180 APM, and they're constantly like missing probes.
Yeah.
For SCVs or something, because it's like, they're just like clicking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just because you're clicking doesn't mean you're doing a lot of stuff.
Funny, it's funny because their current APM, like, for instance, look at Eon's current APM, right? Like, his average was like 140, and then he has to stop and do something, and it goes down to like 20.
Yeah, and he's not producing any probes right now. I don't know. I don't think that's on purpose, unless there's. Can you think of a reason why? Because I mean, I know in some 4 warp gates or in most 4 warp gates, there is a point where you want to cut probes, but I don't think he's reached it yet. So
bad macros.
It's just bad macro. All right, he is chrono boosting a few more out though, realizing mistake. We do have a hatch about halfway done for Mr. Whoopassjoe. Oh God, Cottonmouth Joe. Does anyone else remember that song? Cotton something Joe.
Cottonmouth Joe.
Someone sent me a YouTube link for Cottonmouth Joe, or whatever the fuck that song was. Cotton-Eyed Joe. Cotton-Eyed Joe. I'm gonna totally call.
See there, Whoopassjoe's APM just dropped to like 30 current.
Will we see
now it's
roaches?
around 70. He has to actually do stuff.
Will we see roaches? You know, these close air positions, a lot of times, you know, people feel almost obligated to go airplay because of the close air positions. That's not necessarily true or necessary. But we do have this Stargate out from Eon, so it looks like he is going to be doing something. It's going to be Phoenix. A couple of Phoenixes can be awesome. Bully Overlords off the map. Get some harass the drone line a little bit. So this will be cool to see what he does. Not a traditional build by any means. This is a very, very fast Stargate. Interesting. Spinecrawler going down. So I guess Whoopassjoe does not feel comfortable in his position. And here's this one Phoenix going to do exactly that. Bully some Overlords on the map. And this is going to supply cap Whoopassjoe.
That is unfortunate. And there's no other queen out yet.
Oh,
it's
never mind.
just been started. That other queen is almost back on creep and can almost do something, but that Overlord does fall, and the second Phoenix comes to join his first, and they're gonna go around and Bully some more, Overlords. Bully. Bully.
Yeah, he can definitely get a couple more Overlord kills. He is I was about to say clapped. Hopefully he doesn't have the clap. Although, I mean, if you're Zerg, I mean, I would just assume you have the clap. I mean, you're the fucking Zerg. You're all kind of. I would imagine you have plenty of diseases. Although, I don't know.
They're immune to diseases. The whole point is evolution.
Yeah, it's true. No, you're right. They do evolve and stuff. That's the point. So we're gonna get a bunch of drone kills here. Potentially get a bunch of drone
By
kills
a
here.
bunch, you mean one?
Yeah, and then they're forced away. Unfortunately, they could have done a lot of damage. Oh, picking up the queen, but there's another one there. So this is actually a really bad idea.
This is very indicative to me that Eon is actually just pure spamming. Because he's not actually using his APM. And I think his spamming is actually just screwing him up more than anything. Because he's not like constantly going back and forth between his base and microing. So he's clearly not using all his APM, and he's just expending too much attention on spamming. And I think it's actually hurting him more than anything.
Yeah, you're actually paying attention to spamming. I mean, that sounds funny, but you're absolutely right. Spamming might make you feel like a pro, but unfortunately it doesn't actually do all that much for your gameplay. Clicking precisely, clicking with purpose is much, 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 much more important, especially in the Bronze-Silver division.
He is getting a lot of Overlord kills.
A lot of Overlord kills. Holy moly.
That's hurting him. That's like 3 or is that 3 or 4 Overlord kills?
I think
this is gonna take 2 lifts to kill this queen though, because he'd only have 3 phoenixes. I totally asked a question and then cut you off. You should answer that question.
Doesn't get that queen kill. These 3 phoenixes though. He hasn't lost a single phoenix though, so kudos to him on that. And wow, Whoopassjoe has just been constantly supply blocked. And I don't know why he keeps sending Overlords out into the abyss. Like, you need to keep those Overlords in there.
If you look at the army tab, you can see it's
41 over 28.
150 minerals worth of army for Whoopassjoe, and he just has to keep spending larva on Overlords. These phoenixes have done a lot of damage. It's quite silly.
Well,
I feel kind of bad for Whoopassjoe, but he really just needs to put his Overlords together and put them next to his queens and maybe get up. Does he have any evolution chambers? Oh, there's 5 phoenixes up there, so he needs to have an evolution chamber. He decided to go Spire instead, and he does have 9 mutants in production, and that should be enough mutants to kill these phoenixes, but not without taking a significant amount of losses, and he is supply clap. Damn it, now you got missed. Supply capped again.
And it looks like these mutants are going to be able to kill these phoenixes finally. And that queen has 3, yes, count it, 3 hit points. And that other queen actually was funny because he lifted it, but it died so fast that it didn't even make it all the way up. It actually just like kind of exploded as it got picked up off the ground. So now we have Whoopassjoe going to come back and be like, you want to go air? We'll go air. We'll go air, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill all your drones, but unfortunately, as xEONx uses all that APM to move away his gigantic probe line there and move it into nowhere. So some decent reverse wrestle, but God, I think xEONx is quite far ahead at this point. Wow, actually, look at the food count. How is this even possible?
It's a bit of a shame because he got all this map control for such a long period of time. He could have so easily expanded. I don't know why he didn't. He just kept. I don't know if he just kept hoping that his phoenixes would win him the game. But phoenixes can't attack buildings. You can't win with phoenixes.
I'm actually really. I thought he would be so far ahead, but the food counts are actually now in the favor of Whoopassjoe. The probe count is identical. He just did, like, actually Whoopassjoe's Mutalisk gaggle here is actually quite menacing. He's going to be able to deny an expansion for a while, although with all these stalkers, maybe not actually. But he's going to be able to do a lot, especially with this probe line. Right now, he's going to get a bunch of kills with these mutas. Let's see what they do. And here they come. Let's see the xEONx reaction time. That's a bunch of drone kills already. Here we go. He might even get a Void Ray kill. Yes, he's going for the Void Ray. Gonna kill that in like a half a second flat. Gonna get a sentry kill. Wow, these Mutalisks really paying for themselves.
Yeah, earlier he only had a few, and xEONx had enough phoenixes to at least do quite a bit of damage to the Mutalisk numbers, but then he did absolutely no micros. Phoenixes do outrange Mutalisks by 1, so if you it doesn't take very much either. You just have to kind of right-click them back, and they'll automatically attack as you move them backwards, and then you just kind of keep moving them backwards, little by
Oh
little, as
no!
right out of range.
Look at this
It's
time.
so bad, and now all these Mutalisks just intercepting xEON's forces as he goes to take down this third. And barely maybe gonna hold, but then all the Zerglings stream in. A couple force fields going in, Zealots finally going to work. But now all these Mutalisks are left, and these Zealots are completely dead, and that third survives. It's now 3 bases, though one is not being mined yet. 3 bases, 2 xEONs, 1 base, and the food is now at 85 to 32. xEON definitely making a huge error this game. Huge errors that easily cost him the game. GGing out, and rightly so. There's nothing, absolutely nothing could have done to come back from that.
Yeah. So congratulations to Mr. Whoopassjoe. You are moving on to the finals. Despite a really tough early game with all those Overlord deaths, congratulations, Whoopassjoe. Nicely done. xEONx, I am sure we'll see you next week, as you are a serial ASCWeekly competitor, and we love it. Thank you for supporting the ASCWeekly and playing in our tournaments. We appreciate it, and we hope you have a good time. Alright guys, VOD viewers, go ahead and click on the next VOD. We're going into the finals now, which is going to be a best of 5. So that should be pretty fun. Stay tuned for that. Go click on the next one. And also check out ASCWeekly.com, because there's a ton of stuff for you to check out there. The Facebook button, there's always new content. There's stuff going on with the tournament, news, there's forums. You can add me as a friend on the ASCWeekly community back end, and we can chat and stuff. It'll be awesome. Hopefully you watch the stream, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's Bronze Silver Division on Tuesday, Gold and Platinum on Wednesday, of which Newbie and MSC No Control cast, and then me and Zeltum again on Thursday with the Diamond Division. So we hope you tune in for that. We need your help to support esports and ASCWeekly. So we'll see you in the next VOD. Thank you very much for watching.